Today we're going to make a homemade babka, our famous bread bakery babka. Babka is traditionally an Eastern European dessert. Basically, it's a braided loaf. Add breads, we make a chocolate Nutella babka and a cinnamon, currant, and walnut babka. And today we'll make our simplified version of a homemade chocolate Nutella babka. We'll start off just making a simple dough. So I'll start off with my milk. This is cold milk, whole milk, fresh yeast. Next, I have two different kinds of flour in here. It's pastry flour and bread flour. Add my sugar and my salt, vanilla extract. And I'm going to use 2 whole eggs. My butter is at room temperature. It's soft, it's pliable. And I'm going to use half of it. Half I'll add later on as we mix. So I'm going to start off at low speed just to incorporate the dough. So once my dough is starting to come together, I'm going to crank up the speed just a little bit. Now I'm going to start adding the remaining of my butter. So once the butter is completely emulsified in my dough, that's when I stop it. And then I like to transfer it to a table and start kneading it. So basically I'm just kind of folding the dough over on itself. That's how I'm getting the gluten to develop. What I'm looking for is for the dough to become, I would say, homogeneous. And that's ready. I'm going to flatten it out. I can leave it between 2 to 12 hours in the fridge, and then I can work with it. So I'm just going to flour a table really lightly. I'm going to use my rolling pin. I'm just going to start from the center and roll out. So part of the reason why I like to rest my dough longer, the longer it rests, the easier it is to roll it out. You have to feel the dough, you have to know the dough. Eventually you'll know when the dough is fighting you back. And if it fights back, it's just like it's like a human being. It reacts to whatever you do to it. All right, that was pretty good. Now I'm going to start the fun process. It's getting dirty. I'm going to start with a hazelnut spread. Just spread everything right on top of the dough. I'm going to spread the bittersweet chocolate. Now don't go crazy with this because it's going to be pretty heavy once you bake it. Now the next thing is it's fun, it's the shaping part. So we're going to start at the left edge. With my thumb, I'm lifting the edge of the dough. And we're just going to roll it really tight into a roulade. Now the tighter you roll it, the better with this one. I'm going to use my serrated knife and I'm just going to cut lengthwise across the log. Now I'm going to divide this dough into half, and now each half I'm going to divide again. You see all those layers? So now shaping, it's a very simple twist. Key thing is just to keep the layers facing up. So I'm going to start off with an X and I'm just going to twist them. So now placing them in the mold, what we want to create is that pressure to keep the braid tight. So now these are going to go into proof. If you open up your oven, just place a pot with steaming water. Close it in, put this in with it. It shouldn't take more than 2 hours. All right, that's a beautiful babka. That's a proof babka. This is ready to go into the oven. All right, that's the prettiest babka ever. So once the babkas come out of the oven, we're gonna lightly coat them with syrup, and the syrup acts as like a preservative. Honestly, anyone can make this, and I don't think any home baker should be afraid of making babka. It's pretty easy, and it tastes amazing. And we made 4 babkas out of this, so you got 4 new friends out of these. Thanks for watching, and good luck making our beautiful babkas at home. If you want to watch more of Savvy, just click here and check it out.